Hey guys, Taps here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to have you here as usual. And in this video, I want to show you how you can set up a learning management system with Lifterlms in just a few clicks here and there, and you have your learning management system set up. If you know you're a lazy person like me, you always like to look for simple, easy ways to get things done, then this video is for you. If you want to set up a learning management system, a course or something on your website, or you want to start from scratch, then let's rock this video together. If you're excited, then let's start right away. So right on your screen here is my website appstutorial.com, and what I said, what you can see on your screen is how I went from dead to millions with WordPress. So if you're in that space, you want to see some businesses I did with WordPress that took me literally from being in debt to millions in the space of 2 years, and you can come here and register. So let's go straight into this tutorial, and I want to show you how to create learning management system for free. I said it is free because I assume that you already have a website. So if you have a website and you want to add a learning management system to it, then you don't have anything to worry about. But unfortunately, I just realized that a lot of people will be in that space that they just want to start something from scratch. You don't even have access to anything. You don't have a website. You don't have nothing. So if you're in that space, first things first, you need to get yourself a hosting account. You need to get a domain name and then install WordPress. The good thing about this is that this is absolutely very simple and easy to do. You can get this done in the space of few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You can get this done. One thing I want you to know about learning management system is that if you don't use the right host, you might have problems. When you host learning management system on your site, what you are literally saying is that you want people engaging your website. If the course you're recording is a 1 hour course, you want somebody to be on your site for 1 hour learning from you. And if you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 100 students, those people should spend time on your site. So you want to make sure that you have a hosting capacity that has resources that can accommodate that space. You don't want to run into bandwidth issues. You don't want to run into 1 or 2 issues here and there. If you can hear a noise from my background, please ignore it. That's my neighbor's dog. It's so weird sincerely, but it's something I battled with. I'm supposed to have done this recording yesterday morning, but because of this same dog, I couldn't get it done, and it's back in this morning again. I don't really know what's going on with my neighbor down there, but I have to get this video done regardless. Sorry for the distraction. So let's get back into this business. So I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel that will walk you through that process. So if you come to my YouTube channel and you come to my videos, so if you scroll down a little, you'll see A2 hosting reviews 2021 and walk through. So if you click this video, you would be able to see a step-by-step guide into how you can register for a hosting. And I'm telling you, within 5 minutes you would have a WordPress website. The reason why this video is a little bit long is just because I did a complete walkthrough of the cPanel of every feature in it hosting, or not every feature really, but most important features you need to know about it hosting. And if you come down again into all of this video or anywhere, you would see some other deals I have there, and you can take advantage of that. In case you don't want to do it hosting, I recommend SiteGround. It's a little bit pricey, but if you can afford it, then it's a good one. And then Bluehost, if you are looking for something in between the middle. Bluehost also is a very good hosting. I have used this hosting at some point or the other for myself and for my clients, so I can recommend them. I don't recommend products that I've not used. The only product I recommend to use what I've used are what I've been tried and tested. So you can come down here and then see this video, and set up your own WordPress website. If you do, you would have an home page like this, and this is where we are going to be starting in this video. And that's taking me to the next step. I want you to install the correct theme. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention earlier, if you buy it hosting or whatever hosting through my link there, I will get a little commission for recommending you. And please, 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 and please, if you buy that through my link, I would appreciate it. That's the only contribution you can give to me, and it would mean so much to me. Just because I'm not bluffing and I'm serious about how much it means to me is the reason why, like I wrote there in the description below, I give people free access to my WordPress, my website design mastery course. I have over 60 videos here teaching people the rudiment of WordPress and web design, and this would give you a lift in case you want to learn more about WordPress. You just want a place where you can go to see videos stacked together that can help you solve WordPress complex issues. So this will be my thank you. If you buy through my link, send me an email. I have my email in the description below, and then I'll give you a coupon code for you to have access to this website. Student pay for this. So two ways you can get access to this course is for you to pay for it or to buy through my affiliate link. I'll be giving. I'm not sure I'm going to be giving that for a long period of time. I'm planning to revamp this course as soon as possible. I might just change my mind if I revamp the course, but anyone who have access to it have a lifetime access to it and to future upgrades. So you may want to consider that and jump in into this course as soon as possible. So let's go back to where we were. So I was saying that you need to install the right theme. So for Lifterlms is a plugin that work with your WordPress website. It's not a standalone plugin that comes with its own styling and all of that. What this plugin does is that it picks up the styling of your WordPress website, and if your WordPress site is not well coded, so you would have issues. So if you already have a website, a WordPress theme already on your website, I just want to add Lifterlms. Let's hope you won't have a problem. In case you do, you might have to reach out to your team developer, to your team developer really, to help you solve the problem. So there have been problems here and there on themes, and if you come down to Lifterlms, you would see that they have quite a huge list of recommended resources, including themes here that you can use that works perfectly well with Lifterlms. So first on the list is Astra, Authority Pro, BodyPress, Cosmica Pro, DV, Immersion, Genesis, Cadence, Maxim Pro, Monochrome, Neve, Ocean WP, Page Builder Framework, Revolution Pro, Tribe Themes, Tutorial Themes, Ventura. So in case you can't find your theme here, you don't need to panic. Chances are it would work. You can just continue with the tutorial, and if you have issues somewhere, if anything I try to do it doesn't work, you may need to reach out to your team developer to help you look into the problem. Actually, when it has to do with sidebars and all those stuff, I can leave a link in the description below for you to be able to access this and come to page builders, and you can just see a whole bunch of resources of some of the things that works and some of the things that do not work. Really, so I need to emphasize this before I continue this tutorial, and that's the reason why I don't have anything installed yet. But since Astra theme comes in very handy, I would just love to start with Astra theme. I already have Astra theme installed here. If you don't, you can just hit the add new. And really, I think WordPress has done a good work recently. You would see some of the most popular theme here on top. Astra will be here. You don't need to search for Astra anymore. You can see Hello, you can see Ocean WP, and all these themes here. You can see Neve as well. Neve work well with Lifterlms, and Cadence as well work well with Lifterlms. So you can see amazing themes here in the beginning. So one like before that, you see a bunch of crazy stupid themes, but this is a good one. So let's activate Astra, and then the next thing is for us to install the plugin, which is starter template, so that we can import some free template from Astra. So let's come to plugin. I think I have that plugin installed already, so I wouldn't want to start the journey altogether. So this is starter template, so I will activate this. For you might just need to search for it and install starter template. Just search for starter template, hit the add new button, search for starter template and install it and activate as well. So I haven't done this. Let's go to C library. So this is where you get to choose your preferred page builder. So let's go through the page builder again and let's see. So you can see that Beaver Builder, DV Builder, Elementor works well with this, and I want to believe that the default WordPress Gutenberg also do work well. So that's it. And you can see that we've got the three page builders here. So whatever page builder you choose from here would work well with Lifterlms. So you don't really have to worry. But really, I would love to go with the Gutenberg because of the speed and because of how easy it is for us to find your way around Gutenberg. For us to choose theme here, I usually love to come here and check out the free stuff. Astra is wonderful, but there's a lot you can get done with the Astra free templates. Well, the pro version is an option as well in case you want more, but really I want us to stay with the free stuff in this video. So let's come down and let's see online health coach. This might be good. So let's come down. Daily podcast. Let me check out this theme. I'm not sure I've used this before. Okay, so this is a podcast theme. Okay, so let's say this is good. So this is the host, Mark Campbell and Ben Johnson. So let's say that you have a website, you do podcast, and you want to have courses for your podcast, and you want to host them on your website. Is that good? Let's use that as a template. So let's import this complete site. Astra does this now. So yes, I am a WordPress. I'm an expert. I do this for myself. And you can do this. You can give them that information. I think it will help them better. You go to the next step, and this one is what I don't really love to do. I really don't like giving out my mails and email. Really, I don't like it. So I'm skipping this, and this is important. So import is done already. So let's check out what our website looks like right now. So this is what we had before. So let's refresh this page. Boom, we have Mark and Ben podcast ready. This is absolutely amazing, and I will have to remove this my blog eventually, but this is good. What we are doing in this video is for us to add a course to this website where Mark and Ben will be able to enroll students who listen to their podcast, so they can send traffic from their podcast to their website for people to enroll in their course. So that's done. Let's end this. The next thing obviously is for us to install a learning management system, which will be Lifterlms. So let's come to the plugin session. I think we're making progress. Let's come to plugin. Let's hit add new, and we can search for Lifterlms. I think I have this installed already on this site, but let's still search. I might just only have to activate it. Lifterlms is already even active. Are you kidding? Oh, fantastic. I think maybe Lifterlms is part of the plugin I installed earlier, or maybe I'll have it active on the site. I don't know really. But this is Lifterlms, LMS by Lifterlms online course. You can install it if you don't have it installed and activate it. Okay, yeah, I need to activate really. I think that's it. So it's not active. So like I said, I know I have it installed, so I would have to activate it now. This video is my first attempt at learning management systems. Over the years, I have used a lot of learning management systems like Lifterlms, to LeanDash, to TutorLMS, and a bunch of a lot. For myself, but one thing I realized is that Lifterlms gives you some certain level of ease when you're using it. If you are the lazy type, like me, you like to just find the easy way to getting things done, Lifterlms will come in very handy for you. And the reason why I'm doing Lifterlms first is because of this same ease, how easy it is for you. And I want to appreciate Lifterlms for making this very, very easy and very, very beginner friendly. I have never seen any learning management system that makes it as easy as they do make it easy. And that's the reason why I'm doing this video first. It's just crazy for me to start with the complex one here and going down to the simple one. So I think I need to start first with the simple ones, and then maybe go back to a little bit more complex ones. And one thing you can do very quickly is for you to skip this setup, and that's the usual me by default. Once I'm using themes, plugins, and they pop up this setup, whatever, I usually don't like doing this. I usually don't like going through this. There's an exception for Lifterlms, because this is where Lifterlms makes the whole journey easy for you. So please follow this step by step. So we're not skipping this. Let's get started. Let's continue this process. So this is where you get to choose which country you should use as default for student registration. I'll leave it at the United States of America, and I'll want to collect US dollars on this site. And one thing you have to do again is enable offline payment. You should, even if you don't want to. Lifterlms just have a way of doing crazy stuff sometimes. But let's save this and continue as well. If this were to be my personal site, one that I'm trying to create a course or a learning management system, I would have loved to accept this, at least, even if it's for nothing, at least for the coupon, knowing that I can get something out of this. It's worth the consideration for me personally. Like I said, the decision is yours. I really don't want to make the decision for you whether or not you should allow, but for the sake of this tutorial, because this is just a tutorial, I will say no thanks. So the choice is yours, but the coupon might come in handy for you in case you want to get their add-ons, which we might eventually get to in the course of this tutorial. If not, it might be in subsequent videos, because I would love to make some series of videos around Lifterlms and other LMSs I've used at some point or the other, and it will help you to come in handy for you. So the final step here is the real deal, and you want to pay attention depending on what you want to do. But for the sake of this tutorial, what we are really looking at is for us to design a free course that what we are really looking at is for us to design a free course that might serve as a lead magnet for our website visitors. That might not be the reason why you're here. It might just be that you're here because you want to create paid courses. And if that's what you want to do, this video will still come in very handy for you, because I'll still eventually show you exactly how to get that done. Okay, so what we will do right now is for us to tick these three on. These three will give you sample courses in these three templates that would help you, and that's the so that's the simple shortcut for you to get this thing done super easily. These three things will save you a whole lot of time, and trust me, it would. Instead of you creating something from scratch, you can just pick up what has been designed and edit them, modify them into something that would come in very handy for you. And this is very, very important. I can't overemphasize this. So let's import these courses. This may take a minute or two depending on your internet strength and also your server resources as well. Bingo. So we have Lifterlms ready, and we have three courses here as template for us to get started with. Before we go straight into checking out this template and modifying them into something that will come in very handy and useful for us, so before we go straight into editing these courses and checking how we can get them done, I want you to notice that you can see instructor here is the apps, author here is the apps, and your course category, this is technology, and then course difficulty beginner. Then you can see that we don't have tags and we don't have tracks for these courses. The reason why this is that your website, you might have maybe more than one users, and you have different users for different courses. The reason why all this is the apps is because, yes, I'm the only account on this site, and I'm the account that installed Lindash. So if you come straight to the left hand corner here, you will see your courses. You can see add new, you can see categories. This is where you can go to check out your categories and change them or add more or remove. And also difficulty levels, you will see them here. So let's start with categories. You can see that the only category you have here is technology. So let's say you want to add in more category. You want to say maybe podcast mastery, you want to add more, you want to have a category on podcast. Okay, so podcast, you can add a description here if you need to, but I usually don't have time for that. So let's add this category. So you can see we have another category called podcast. You can keep going on and on and on to create as much categories as possible as you want to put your courses into. Categorizing your courses, if you having more than one or two, might be very, very, very necessary. uh, Also, coming down to difficulties, I love what Linda have done with this. You have three categories already, which is advanced, beginner, intermediate, and this is good. I love to leave it this way. But in case you want to change this, maybe you want to use your own terminologies, you don't want to use DS, you just want to have something custom, you can come here, you can edit this and change it into whatever you want to change it into. So you can see you have the option to change this and change this, but I will leave it as is because I think that's okay. Okay, so that's it. So let's come down to our courses and then okay, so we have free course as lead, which is where I'll be spending some time. So we have three types of courses here, so let's check them first before we do anything. Let's click on this. So for this, let's view this in a new tab. Let's see what the course looks like. So this is what the course look like. Lifterlms quick start course. So you can start strong. You can sign me up, and then you see uh, the list of, and then you see your course content. Yeah, so that's it. So let's check this out as well. So you can see we have this as well, free course as lead magnet. How you can see your mini course here, free instant access, sign me up, and you can see your course content here. This is pretty much similar with this. I really can't tell what's the difference between both. Then it's okay, and then you can see the course template here. Let's view these two as well. Okay, so this is more like a standard landing page for a course. It's just a template for you to see. I really don't know why this is not coming out. The spacing here and all of that is not coming out, but these are the things you can easily edit to give us an amazing, beautiful website. So if you're looking for a paid course, this is the route you should go. You want to make things very, very elaborate for people to see and to know more about your course. If you need them to pay you, and you may need to pick a plan and all of that, and something this elaborate and something this good. I'll be editing this page in my next video. You may want to check out for that. I'll show you how you can store your videos on a cloud server and also play it via HTML in my next video. So I'll be showing you how to get yourself ready for those things. Just some form of security for your course, so that anyone won't be able to access the course. You also need to start looking into email management systems, how you can collect the emails of everybody taking your course, and how you can start sending email automations, and so many things you must do for you to launch a successful campaign for your paid courses. It's just very important. It's not something you dabble into. You need to be strategic. You need to be exposed to some things. You need to be able to leverage also on cost. So that's it really. So this, like I said, is a template for a paid course. We'll be looking at this in our next video. All right, so coming back here, let's try to edit one of these courses. For example, this course here, let's click this. This is the title here. It says free course lead magnet template. Let's change this. Let's just say start your podcast in 7 days or less. And this template here, you would see that this is an Elementor block, so we have to remove this. Definitely that's not useful. So all right, this here, for example, should be our headline as well. Start your podcast in 7 days or less. Here, the next thing, if I'm trying to create my course, is to give people an idea of what to expect in the course, to just give them some form of text. So I can come here to just generate random text. All right, so I'll copy this. So I can change this and say why podcast. All right, so I can align this to the center as well so that it aligns with this. This is good. So after this, they get a call to action, free instant access, and after that again, they see a button to sign me up. So this is the course content, and I think we need to edit this. Enrollment visibility here, we can leave that for everyone, really. Then we can play around with some settings here first. So our category, is it technology or for podcast? We just set for podcast, so we take it away from technology. And then for difficulty, definitely this is for beginner. That's has been selected for beginner as well, so that's good. So if you've got tags, you can tag your videos. So let's leave this bare. And featured image, very very important. We might need to change this featured image here. And then real quick, I can come down to Pixabay. Let me search for podcast. I think this is cool. Let's use this. This is good. Let's download. All right, so we got that downloaded. So now let's set this as our featured image. So now we have our featured image. That's good. For discussion, do we want to allow comment? No, we don't want to allow comment on this page. For post attribute, well, let's leave that. And then so for sidebars and this, we can walk around this, but again, let's still leave this first. Let's go to launch page builder. No, I need to update this first. Okay, fantastic. So let's launch course builder, and this should be where we're going to make some very good changes. Okay, so you see we've got sections here. So let's hit this button to expand our session. So you can see we have introduction, you're in the right place, learning objective, website orientation, and we have 3 different sections. For this section, I see them as modules, and you can call them sections. Whatever you want to call them is okay. And for this, introduction is good. And this right now, if you overrun this, you can see that you can change this. Then I can change this to say why podcasts. I can leave the second one as learning objective, and the third one I can say start a podcast. So it's very difficult for me to talk and type at the same time. Really? Okay, so yeah, this is good for section 1. Why start a podcast? Why podcast? Learning objective. Who should start a podcast? For the second session, I can expand this as well, and I can change this to how to set up your podcast. So section 2 is basically how to set it up. I can really take away the step 1. I really don't want to do that, so I can say where to start from as the first lesson there. The second lesson should be, let's say for example, podcasting equipment that won't break the bank. All right, so final video can be how to engage your audience. All right, so session 3 now can be, let's open this as well, can just be podcast monetization. Okay, how to get sponsored ads. How to set up your podcast. I make a mistake there. Your podcast website and monetize it. And third one could be how to start your own courses, your own online courses. Good. So these can just be the 3 modules you are looking at, but for the sake of this, I just had to do that so that you can see exactly how easy it is for you to do. So once you're done with that, you can go straight into these lessons and edit them. The reason why I said I love Lifterlms is that you can see what highlighted. Like the first lesson here, you can see that a video has been highlighted, so it says this has videos, this has videos, this has videos. They all do have videos. The videos there are explainer videos that will help you know what to do per time, and that's the reason why I feel that they have done so well to help people get started, and they are very detailed. Let's hit this setting here. So this setting here is where you get to see the permalink. So this is where you get to put your video in your content. In case in your paid content it's a free lesson you want people to see as promotion, you can set that here, and then you can make this drip or not. You can drip this lesson. Maybe you want to drip feed your lessons to your student. You can do that here, and a bunch of other extra settings that we can do here. You can come to your lessons. You can create assignments, rather not lessons, and then we can add existing assignment as well, and we can come to our quizzes here and set up quizzes here. But we'll not be doing that in this video. I'll be doing that in my next video so that you can see exactly how that is done. And those are the settings that we can do for every of the lessons that we want to do. We can add a new lesson, and we can also add a quiz here as well. Whatever changes we have made here has been saved automatically, and that's fantastic. So if we hover around while podcast the first lesson, we can open WordPress lesson editor. You can also see that we can view this lesson. We can also shift it down, we can shift it upward, we can move it upward, we can move it to the next session, and you also see that we can detach this lesson and we can delete it. So we can view this or we can edit this. So let's go to edit and let's see what we can do with this. Usually for our lessons, it's not every time that we get to want to do videos. Sometimes you want to put content and you want to put downloadable stuff. Those are very important. So if you hit this next button here, you can just easily do paragraphs, and then you can come down here, copy some stuff from here. Okay, so let's copy this and then let's paste this here. All right. For our heading, we can change this heading to something else. We can say welcome to this lesson. Yeah, this is good. So we can shift, if you come around here, we can shift this upward here. White podcast, welcome to this lesson. And we can also shift this one to as well up. And we can come again, shift this up as well. Okay, fantastic. You can change this a little down. Okay, so here I can just type for spacer. Okay, and then I can move this upward a little, and yeah, this is good. I can change this to 90 is good. Yeah, and for this as well, I can put in some spacer here. I can reduce this a little. Oh, whatever, I think that's okay. So let's preview this. All right, so you can see that this is a little clean and this is good. Okay, so that's good. We've been able to add something here. So let's view this course basically, and let's see where we are. So you can see this is it. This is me viewing this as myself. Let's try to view this as a visitor and see if there are any changes. We need to add some spacing here as well. All right, so let's try and view as a student. Let's see if there's any other changes in that sense. So nothing else. So for me, I really don't like how this image display. I would have loved to have something entirely different. So you can play around this and see how this work. So you can see that we've got to start your podcast in 7 days or less here. So let's edit this course to give it something a better look. All right, so what I will do right now is I'm going to come down here, down below, and then I would have to disable my primary header. I would also like to disable featured image, and then let's update this. Okay, so let's preview this in a new tab. All right, I wasn't supposed to disable primary header. I should disable title instead, and then let's update this. Okay, so let's check our preview. Let's refresh this. All right, so my header is back and this is it. So this is good. And then let's come here and let's look for, let's browse all. So let's move this up. Okay, let's do from media library. Let's select this. So what we're going to do with this is for us to change the alignment of this, make it full width, and fantastic. So let's update this page and let's preview this. This is still not aligning like I'd love to. I thought we did a full screen for this. This is good. There are still some things we can still do with our course homepage. So let's do things here. Let's do a column and then let's make this 50-50. Here let's search for our course information. Okay, and here let's search for course instructor. Yeah, they should be able to see this to know who did this. That's good. And here as well, we can still come down and add a little more here. And let's search for course. Just want to have our course button here for people to be able to continue. Yeah, and for our button, we want this visible to everyone. That's good. So I think we can update this, and let's still preview this in a new tab. Alright, because I'm signed in, you won't be able to see the button here, but we can change that as well eventually. For your course tutor, you see that I don't have my image here, and for my author detail I don't have it as well. That's because Lifterlms is relying on WordPress to give this information, and we have to just go to our user profile in our WordPress to update our user profile so that we can have something that good there. So that's it. I want to take away this is not good. Reply is not good, so let's come back here. Let's come to our course. Okay, so let's look for this option here for discussion, and let's disallow discussion. And okay, that's good. And then we come straight down here. So we come to reviews, because if we go ahead to disable comment, we should be able to enable reviews. Okay, so let's enable our review. Let's display reviews. Yes, let's prevent multiple reviews. This is very important. We don't have somebody dropping reviews over and over again. That's just for spam control, really. So once this is done, we can then update this page, and then let's go back to C. All right, so you can see that we have reviews here, and people can go to next course and previous course. So this page is looking more like it. Okay, let's see. I think I got this one mixed up somewhere. Let's come back here. Let's go up here and let's remove this. This is not what I really wanted us to have here, so we can remove this. I think as well I can possibly remove this from here. So let me drag that here. Good. We can have both here, and then I can do something entirely different here. I like to leave an explainer video for my courses, even though it's free. I know that a lot of people can relate more with videos than having to read and read. So I can come to videos. So for the sake of this, let me pick up a YouTube video, and then I can come to my YouTube channel here. So I'll copy this. All right, so and maybe I can still do something more. I can insert before, and then I can add an heading here. Okay, so I can say my podcast walkthrough. I can change this to edit 3. Okay, good. Let's update this page and let's preview again to see what we have. Okay, more like it. I should have leave maybe some spacing here for this to work out, but this is just an idea of what you can do. You can just leave some spacing here. You can just spend some time around it, listen to it, check it over and over again. And the idea is just that you want to ensure that you have something very good, something very convincing for people to be able to sign up. Because it's a free course in itself doesn't necessarily mean that you should have it crappy, and again it doesn't mean that you should overstuff it, because once you overstuff it and people begin to wonder, then why are you trying to convince us this much to get something for free? So something very simple, something very convincing at the same time. But a video on my landing page, whether it's a free or it's a paid course, is something I love to always do. So really, that's it. So this is more like it for me. If I spend more time looking at it, I can style it more and more. So let's look at how we can drop an image here, and there may be something little about the author. This is not coming out good. Uh, so, let's just come back to WordPress. Yeah, let's leave this page. Let's come down to users, all users. I should have come just to my profile here. Okay, I can edit as well here. So you'd see that here I can do my first name as tabs. I can do tutorial, and then publicly name displayed as, this is it. So this is what I get to choose. I just choose tabs tutorial. So I think I like that, and that's it. So for my profile image here, I can you can by default you can have your profile image through Gravatar. You can use a plugin as well, but I really don't like installing unnecessary plugins for everything. So, and I really wouldn't want to open another Gravatar account right now. But if you go to Gravatar, you should be able to sign up and then upload an image, and this image will be visible everywhere you are online, whether on your blog or regardless of anywhere you are. So really, this is it. You can do this. This is good. But if you don't want to do that, you can use a plugin. I think I would have to save this. This is gone. So we can come to plugins and we can hit add new. So we can search for user profile picture. So we've got this here. So let's install this and let's activate as well. Okay, fantastic. So you have user avatar here. So let's come to settings. So here we can choose image, and then let's say I want to use which should I use, which should I use? Let's try and use this. Let's see how this is gonna look. All right, so let's hit save changes. Let me check out this and let me see that I'm not leaving any stone unturned. All right, so this is it. Okay, we have our video here, we have our letters here. I need to also make sure that I show you how you can add a download button in case you want to give maybe a course material for people to download. Let's edit this lesson finally. But really, it's just Gutenberg. Once you can operate Gutenberg, once you can search around for blocks, then you can bring in blocks at any point in time, anywhere you want at all in the course. I can hit this and I can just search for download. You see this file here, and then you can do this. No, I don't have any file on my system right now. I should be able to find a PDF on my laptop that I can bring in. Okay, so let's bring in this PDF and then let's update this. So you can see here I have the option to write something. I can just say download. The course material here, and that's it. Okay, all right, so let's update this page. Now let's view this lesson. So once you hit this download button, you'll be able to download the asset, the material you want to give to your student to download. So this is pretty simple and awesome. So you can see how all these things are fit together. But before we get so excited about what we have done here, let's come back to our home page and let's see the situation of things. So you can see that on our home page here, we can't even access the course. The course is not available yet, and we can add this course to anywhere at all on our page. We can just maybe instead of latest episode here, I can just say take my course, or I can just add it as a button here in the menu. Let's try the menu. Let's see how that works. So let's come here, let's come to appearance, let's come to our menu. So right here you can see that we can't find our courses. So if we can't find our course, we most likely come here to our screen options, and would see that we have so many things unticked, like Lifterlms. We have our courses and course categories in case you want to display that in your menu as well. Course difficulty, I'm not sure I need that. Members categories, I'm not sure I need it as well. So this is good. So I have my courses here, and then I can this is the course that we want to show. Start your podcast in 7 days or less. So let's add this to menu and bingo. Or I can rename this because that might be too long. I can just say free course. Okay, good. So I can shift this to after episode there, free course. All right, so that would be good for menu, and then I can update this. Well, really, before we update this, we should be able to add okay, like a dashboard. We should be able to add something like this to menu. Dashboard. Okay, so let's bring this here. All right, so let's save this menu now. Okay, let's refresh this, and then you can see that we have our course landing page here. So this is pretty simple for our dashboard, and that's it. You'll see that most likely we need to understand that our dashboard will be a reflection of exactly what our page is like, but this can also be redesigned. So you need to be very careful about your themes and how you set up your themes, because how this would show will be dependent really on how you set up your themes. We can also take away all these things, and I can look into more styling for this in my next video. I don't want this to be too longer than this. Also in my next video, I should be showing you how I can take away this my blog here from this. I want this alone to be the title. Also how I can walk around the footer template and customize all these things to take them away. Apparently these appear in all of the pages. And one thing again we should look into is our courses and our sidebars. We need to check that out. That's very, very, very important. Ideally, I love to leave my sidebars, I love to leave my course page like this,
But once people are checking the courses, I love to have sidebars. The sidebars will help the student, help them navigate here and there. But before we check out, I think we should look at that. That will be very, very important. So let's come here. Let's come to appearance. Let's come to customize. So let's scroll down to Lifterlms. Oh, this is good. Let's come to sidebars and let's come to Lifterlms. You can see that no sidebar for our course and lesson page are default, but this one we can do a left sidebar. So I can publish this, and then when we come to our lesson here, okay, let me close this. I've got so much page opened together. Let's close this as well. Let's close this as well. Okay, this is our home page here. So let's refresh this home page. Okay, so let's come to our free course. Let's come to our first lesson, why podcast. So you can see now that now we have a sidebar here. We can do something more for our sidebar here. So let's come back here. Okay, so let's come to appearance. Let's come to widgets. Okay, so for our course sidebars here, and our lesson sidebars. For our course sidebars, we don't have anything. I really don't like using sidebars for our course. So for our lesson, we can come here, we can add more. I can search course progress. Yes, I can say my progress, and then we can do course syllabus. Okay, so I can call this navigation. So there is pretty much so many things you can put at the sidebars. You can put you can display images, add to your student, upsells, discount code. You can search for so many things, but let's leave this as it is for now, and let's come back here to refresh and check our page. So you can see that my navigation is here. I can't see my course progress because I've not taken any course yet, but let's take this.
All right, so this is the
Let's mark this as complete, really. All right, and let's mark this as complete too. So I can refresh this page. I should be seeing my course progress here. Let's come back. Okay, display to only enroll student alone. Let's leave this. So let's open this page. Let's check out our website, what it looks like. Okay, so let's open this page here. So ideally this dashboard here shouldn't be showing. This should be visible to login members alone. There's something we need to check that out. I would work on that in my next video. So you can see it will require you to log in before you are able to check your dashboard. And also one thing again is that we should have a login and a logout button for folks who have enrolled before at some point and they need to now log in back. So we should have that. So we shouldn't have the free course alone. So when we come to a free course here, you can see this is what we see, and we can sign me up. So once we click this, we will have the option to put in our information here. So let's check this out. Let's see how it looks like. All right, so we can just use this and let's enroll. Okay, awesome. Our course enrollment success. So you can see that. Congratulations, you are enrolled. This is good. So now we can start taking the classes. So you can see that I have a 0% here. Then if I hit this, all right, so as you can see my progress is here as well. I couldn't see it earlier because I wasn't enrolled into the course, So you can see I have a 0% here, and I have my navigation here as well. So you can see I have my download button also. I should be able to download this if I hit this as well. I can go to my next lesson, and I can go to my previous one here as well. And this look pretty clean right now. So if I mark this as complete, so you can see that I have my progress here as 11.11%, and that's good. And I can go to my next lesson as well. I can mark this as complete. So you can see 22.22% as well. So this is good. So I think I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna continue with the other stuff, members login and log out and other little things here and there to make this professional, how you can bring in professional videos and how you can improve on this. In my next video, I'll be showing you all that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I need to stop here right now. I don't want this video to get longer than this. I still have so much to still do right in here, so I'll leave all of them until my next video. But if this video has been useful for you, give me a thumbs up. So please subscribe to this YouTube channel, because that's the only way you get notified when I keep posting more videos around course creation and around managing your elements and how to get the best out of it. We'll be looking at add-ons with Lifterlms and a lot of things I'll still look into in my subsequent videos. So you need to subscribe to this YouTube channel, because that's the only way you get to know when I keep posting those videos. That's it, and that's it for today. Thank you very much. If you have any comment, if you have any issues, please let me know in the comment section below as well. I would see you in my next video. Bye for now.